Thank you, Alan. Good afternoon. In the spirit of hope, Alan began his presentation with BESRA's promise of redemption for Philippine basic education. While he asks whether BESRA is yet another example of a reform program that will fail to transform education, his patriotic Filipino heart compels him to desperately cling to the hope that BESRA will not go the way of the reformist efforts since the 1920s that the three of us talked about in our UP Centennial lecture more than a year ago. We noted then that the education reform interventions throughout most of the 20th century, while planted in different seasons and geographic spaces, addressed very similar, if not the same issues confronting basic education today, leading our common mentor and friend, the late Malu Duronila, to complain that these unresolved issues have become tireless in their repetition. A dear friend once asked, "What is the difference between faith and hope?" He referred me to the Christian Bible's version of the answer. The Christian Bible defines faith as the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. In contrast, hope is based on feasibility, on some plan formulated from concrete experience, or, if you are a positivist, from empirical evidence. More importantly, it is based on the real possibility of substantiating a plan and translating it into actions and with discernible outcomes. Believing in BESRA, despite the struggles to fulfill its promise in the face of daunting challenges, is certainly not a leap of faith, but an expression of hope. My task this afternoon is to explain the basis both of this hope and the occasional bouts of deep frustration and impatience among actors within DepEd, the lead agency for reforming Philippine education, as well as the diverse stakeholders who want to run with it, but who have settled for now with walking with DepEd until it decides to fully run the race. At the end of this presentation, I will answer the question, can BESRA help the Philippines negotiate a turn in the deteriorated state of basic education? Can DepEd run or walk at a pace that can allow BESRA to weave its magic? Should we pin our hopes on BESRA and by extension on DepEd? By discussing BESRA's roots in the valuable lessons of reform projects across the decades, the philosophical and discursive underpinnings, theoretical coherence, innovative strategies, process of formulation, and key reform thrusts, Alan highlighted BESRA as a comprehensive reform agenda. As such, it is characterized by a wide range of interrelated rather than piecemeal interventions, simultaneous rather than sequential implementation within the same geographic area, and scale of operations in terms of regional clusters and eventually the entire nation. Concretely, BESRA assumes that efforts to improve schools or develop non-formal learning are complex and ought to systematically address every aspect of education: the curriculum, instruction, governance, scheduling, professional development, quality assurance, and parent and community involvement. But BESRA is more than a comprehensive research agenda. It was also designed to address a weakness in the implementation of earlier donor-initiated reform projects that adversely affected the sustainability and scaling up of successful interventions. They were waged at the margins of DepEd operations. As Alan mentioned earlier, the donor-initiated and projectized nature of education reform have ostensibly prevented the organic staff of the department from orchestrating or directing the reform and harmonizing the project outcomes that would enable it to avoid overlaps and resource wastage, promote policy and pedagogical consistency, and connect with wider social reform. With the objective of mainstreaming reform in DepEd, the implementing arrangements of BESRA utilize and build on the department's current decision-making structures and processes. In so doing, BESRA aims to strengthen these structures and processes. It is also open to exploring the restructuring of the bureaucracy at the level of the divisions and regions and if necessary, the central office, in order to enhance the bureaucracy's capacity to manage decentralized change. Accountability for BESRA implementation lies on DepEd. In particular, its different units at the central, regional, division levels are responsible for their respective roles as defined by the Governance of Basic Education Act. The central office for formulating policies, setting standards, and overall monitoring and evaluation. The regional office for assuring quality and equity through enforcement of standards, monitoring, and providing feedback and support to the divisions. The divisions for technical assistance and support to schools and learning centers, and the schools or learning centers for the direct delivery of quality education. In theory, DepEd's executive committee serves as steering committee in terms of providing strategic overall directions. As its name suggests, Technical Coordinating Committee is responsible for coordinating various BESRA components and technical working groups. The technical working groups, in turn, are responsible for program planning and coordination and standard setting. Since BESRA implementation, while following regular government procedures, is initially supported by external funds, its secretariat is lodged in EDPITAF, the office in charge of managing the foreign-assisted projects of the department. Ideally, progress on BESRA implementation is reported to the National Management Committee, which is chaired by the Secretary of DepEd, with the undersecretaries, assistant secretaries, and central office and regional directors as members. The MANCOM approves the policy instruments that cover the implementation of needed reforms. 5 technical working groups are fully functional, some of them exceeding their policy-making functions by pushing and directly monitoring program implementation. They are the TWG for school-based management, teacher education and development, quality assurance and accountability, resource mobilization, and monitoring and evaluation. 2 more TWGs were created in August 2009, the TWG for organization and development and for VOCTEC, but they seem not to be functional. I'm not sure, maybe our ASEC here can tell us later whether they're functional. From whence does our hope spring? Within 30 months, or almost three years since the formal implementation of BESRA, it has made significant progress in several respects. There is no time to cover the specific and general achievements, but let me just give you a small sample of DepEd's achievements through BESRA. Within the no memo, no action culture that is prevalent in DepEd, BESRA implementation has resulted in the issuance of relevant policy instruments, of which I will only mention a few illustrative cases. One is the adoption and roll down of the school-based management framework and standards. Alan actually talked about school-based management earlier. It is important to note that school-based management is the linchpin of BESRA. It is both one, a mechanism of decentralized governance, where the management of schools that are accountable to both internal and external stakeholders is lodged in the school head, and 2, it is a framework for integrating various inputs, teacher training, classrooms, learning materials, nutrition programs, resource mobilization, health programs, etc. In the schools that have had longer SBM practice, SBM has had a welcome effect on the hierarchical culture, or what we call the culture of obeisance that prevails in DepEd. Those of you who attended our centennial lecture would recall that we described DepEd's differential culture in the following way, and let me quote from our lecture then. The so-called school observation visits of the higher-ups do not only engage teachers in the choice of gifts for the guests to bring home, thus earning the pejorative description of these visits as fruitful and fishful bitations. Okay. That is, visits that enable guests to bring home fruits, fish, and the delicacies of the place they visited. But also in preparing pupils to welcome DepEd's important visitors during class hours, further reducing the already reduced learning hours of children. Socialized in this culture, teachers hardly complain about the multiple tasks they are made to perform outside of the classroom. Nor are they wont to express their concerns to higher authorities. Similarly, with few exceptions, school heads, division superintendents, and regional directors, no matter how outspoken, would defer to those above them, even if they are more experienced and knowledgeable on the issue.